In the following video, Amy, a recent college graduate, was home all by herself when some strange stuff started to happen. It was roughly 2 in the afternoon, and her roommates both had to go and attend a university lecture, leaving her all alone. Amy decided to dedicate the time to catching up on her favorite TV series, but clearly there was an entity that did not want her to follow through with said plans.
It's happening again. I can record it this time. Come on. Look. Can you see that? The fuck? That's... What the hell? They're all open. What the hell is that? Oh my god. Are you kidding me right now?
Strangely, all sorts of paranormal activity started occurring in the kitchen, and Amy was forced to investigate closer. She entered the room where she was in the thick of the horrors, and the spirit went as far as flinging a can onto the floor, which could not have happened without human contact, but it did. She never decided to inform her roommates on what happened that night, in fear that she would receive a negative response, but the event still sticks with her to date. On April 18th of 2010, a group of security officers heard some banging from the room above them, and in response decided to check the cameras. At first, they all believed that this would just be a regular employee making lots of noise, but then they remembered that there were only 8 other staff members on shift, and they were supposed to be in the other building. Due to this, they had their speculations that a burglar may have broken into the premises, but little did they know that things were much worse than that. Somehow, after checking the cameras, nothing was up there, and the officers started to question what was happening. As they came to the logical conclusion that a shelf must have fallen over though, the spirit acted in front of their very eyes. From tampering with the lockers to rolling the wheelchair, this spirit was clearly passionate about making its presence known. No one can explain this event with a logical answer, so the consensus is that this truly was a haunting. Any obligations to that statement can be put into the comment section. Now this next clip is one of, if not the shortest pieces of footage on this channel, but as many wise people know, quality comes far above quantity. It took place in the midst of the Christmas season on December 23rd of 2012, and highlighted a mother filming the gift that she purchased for her daughter. She wanted it on record because she was a big lover of photos and believed that they were the best way to capture memories, and in this instance, nightmares.
Bueno, aquí les presentamos a la muñeca de Bessie que se la regalaron a sus 15 años. No manches, mira.
Whilst the mother was innocently showing off the doll, it turned its head towards her in such a quick motion that she did not realize. However, the person behind the camera noticed exactly what happened and was quick to let the mother know. The reaction was definitely called for. According to the person who filmed this fascinating piece of footage, 30 minutes after the event, they had police knocking on the door, who had apparently been summoned by neighbors. The mother's scream was so loud that the entire street heard it and were worried that there may have been some sort of domestic abuse going on. Would you have called the cops in that sort of situation? I'm keen to hear what you guys think, because I would certainly have checked for further information beforehand. Old videos are some of the most believable sightings of spirits because the technology back then was nowhere near good enough to properly stay things of such magnitudes. Nowadays, creators can open an editing software and make all sorts of spooky stuff happen, but back then, this was not the case, and that is why I believe that the upcoming clip was completely legitimate. It took place in the male locker room, and Michael and Lexus both witnessed a locker opening on its own accord. This obviously spooked them out more than most things, so they got their friend to use their brick phone to film what was happening, and this is what was caught.
Hi, I'm Michael, and this is Lexus. Hi, we've been hearing weird stuff that's going on in this locker, and a lot of weird stuff. Yeah, lockers opening, weird noises, stuff dropping. Yeah, that's crazy stuff. Yeah. Cold feeling in your legs. Yeah. Yeah, so it's like feeling cold. Yeah. It was like you're in a freezer. Yo, what the hell was that? Is that broom? Did you guys knock that or fell? No way. No. That was a holster. Oh shit. Oh shit. It's getting scary now. Wait. How did this thing come off? Hold on a second. I don't know, but something's not right. Hold on a second, guys. It's attached to this. I don't think that can come loose. Yo, what was that? Wait, hold on, guys, be quiet. See which locker that's coming from. It's one of these lockers. Come from this one. Come on, get back. Oh, shit. Can you open that again? Oh, shit. Jeez. Can you make any noises? You want me to see if I can... I don't know, just stay away. Okay, my guess this thing really wants to... Alright, what else you have to say?
The locker continued to make noises, as well as opening and closing even after the camera was taken out, which went to show that this poltergeist was far from camera shy. The trio who were in the locker room were stumped to the maximum and had no idea how to react to this. But just in case they were deemed as fakers, they made sure to record their proof.
Fucking locker. Shiny ass bitch. Let's check it open and see what's inside. Oh shit, there's nothing in there. Come on. It's scaring me. Check inside, see if it's pressure plated. I don't see it. Everything. Check inside. What's the... Yo, I'm feeling cold. Something just hit me. What the hell? Okay, that thing just hit me on my leg. This thing just hit me right on my leg. Okay, something's in here, and I don't know what the hell's going on. This, that, locker opening. What next? You start floating in the air? Oh my god. Something's in there. Something is coming. And, what's that over there? Where? No.
The duo got their friend who helpfully agreed to record the incident to film the inside of the locker to protect them all from being called fakes, and they found nothing inside the locker. This is the only thing that forced everybody to believe them, and a priest was summoned to the high school on the very next day. Michael, Lexus, and their good friend, that we will call the cameraman, were the heroes of the institution, and they became known for busting the locker room spirit. Jerry Bruce was an elderly man who had experienced his fair share of paranormal activity. To be more specific, He had experienced a 12-year haunting in his last home and in consequence was forced to enter a new house, despite being unable to sell the old one, which set him very far back financially. He believed that the cost would be worth the peace and quiet of being able to live in a pure home. But little did he know that this spirit was not attached to the old house. It was attached to him. On his third night in the new home, he was loving life, and nothing odd had happened up to that point. It was then that his spirit decided to make him aware that it had followed him, and that he had wasted his money trying to escape it.
It's on airplane mode. What are you supposed to? Oh, maybe it doesn't matter.
Everybody can see this, and I've done it. Everybody's out, I'll get the hell out of here.
For some reason, the closet handle started rattling at a very unnatural pace, and after seeing this, Jerry made sure to open the door and clear up that nothing was on the other side, at least nothing that could be considered visible. A highly discussed theory is that the handle was just slippery and was shaking for that reason, but that was an awfully unlikely conclusion. Some people just fail to acknowledge the existence of spirits, unlike subscribers of my channel. The following video is quite a weird one compared to some of the others I usually show, but there is definitely a good amount to discuss about it, so I decided to take a look at it anyway. It took place in the house of Rosanna, a widow with no children and near to no family. This face becomes very relevant after you watch the clip, so make sure that you keep it dented in your mind. She had no children. The video happened at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, shortly after she had eaten some lunchly for her dinner. It was the cheapest thing she could find in Walmart. Whatever was in the lunchly must not have been good though, because straight after finishing it, this happened.
Je suis frigorifiée. Et il y a cette odeur-là, de pourriture. Je sais qu'il est là. Tant pis. Qui es-tu? Qui es-tu? Allez. Allez, dis. Qui es-tu?
Disregarding the fact that the pencil was snatched from her hand by an invisible entity, at the end of the clip, a baby could be heard crying, and this is why I highlighted the fact that she had no children earlier. Somehow a baby had entered her house, or at least that's what it seemed like, until she went to investigate. The woman went to see what the baby crying was, and whether the poor thing emitting the sounds was okay. However, when she arrived on scene, there was a tab open on her laptop, playing the sound effects. To the side of the laptop was a doll that she had never owned, and to make matters even worse, it was levitating off the ground. Eventually, it dropped, and after searching the entire sentiment room, the place where the woman kept her childhood belongings, in case she ever did have a kid, there was no doll in sight. Workplaces are supposed to be peaceful and calm in order to maintain concentration, but the one in this next video was far from that. It belonged to the father of a small family and was located on the bottom floor right by the kitchen. This was seemingly the perfect location for an office due to its nice airflow and location where the rest of the family had no need to interrupt him. However, something upstairs did. Have a watch.
So I'm in my dining room right now. I'm just organizing some Christmas stuff. Don't judge me. I'm home alone, of course, because my husband left to run literally one errand that's going to take like 20 minutes. And I swear I'm hearing like, I don't know, some sort of noise coming from upstairs in the Airbnb. No, we don't have guests up there right now. And even Susanna's chilling here with me, and she's been like looking up at the ceiling too, confirming that I'm not crazy. And I swear it's coming from my husband's office, because this room is notorious for hearing stuff above the ceiling. Oh my God. Absolutely not. Did you guys hear that? Susanna was looking around too. People have asked me, oh, do you ever feel like someone's watching you or someone's up there with you? Yes. Sometimes I feel like there's literally someone following me, which I know sounds crazy, but it's not.
Even after scanning the entire upstairs floor for any sign of movement, the woman found nothing and was left completely convinced that a spirit was haunting the second floor. The father, on the other hand, was not so easily convinced and hired pest killers to come and handle what he deemed to be rodents in the walls. Which side do you believe? The following video came from the CCTV footage captured in a hotel and was noticed by Paul, a security officer at the facility. This hotel was unlike most others and was specifically designed to cater for elderly, near-death residents who needed a place to stay for a cheap cost closer to their relatives. Outside of the hotel is a graveyard where family members of loved ones who passed away in the hotel could optionally bury them. It was this place that caused the haunting you are about to witness.
Oh, and it says they hang out, dwell around graveyards. And you know the story on that, right? When Mike hired those two native spiritual people to come here and do their stuff, they said it's not the hotel that's haunted, it's the graveyard.
Oh.
So this service road here where Danny and I used to park, that's the old Stony Plain Road. Do you really think when they dug up all the bodies here, that's a good one, moved them over to the graveyard?
They dug up the bodies and what?
Before this hotel...
It doesn't take a zoom in to see the spirit gliding across the corridors by the chairs, acting as a perfect example for what Paul was talking about. Over the past few months, the hotel had been bringing in native men who claimed to be able to cleanse places of spirits, and the staff weren't told why this was. It was at this moment that they managed to piece 2 and 2 together. However, this could have still been a one-off situation where the security camera bugged out or something of the sort. Paul was going to need more evidence if he was to convince the outside world. It was only a matter of time before he obtained this.
See?
Yeah. I saw it.
You sure they have it there, buddy? Yeah. Hey, Noel. What's up?
Oh yeah, I see it again.
Dale's turning signature. Sometimes he'll stay there for a minute.
He is. How do you know this?
Well, because Danny and I caught him earlier when Danny was in the games room locking up. I freaked the fuck out because I saw it. And then I tried to do a video review to record it, and it wouldn't let me.
Why is it still there?
Well, because if you read about it, they get caught in a vortex. And they linger around for...
Strangely, the ghost sat back down on the chair before the smoke vanished once again. Very weird. Paul visited his boss after capturing the incident and let him know about it. But unsurprisingly, he wasn't surprised. He revealed that the native men were in fact there to rid a ghost from his property, and he had seen it several times at night. On a Sunday evening sometime last year, a man called Jorge was home all by himself when he decided to record a video to his small fan base. He had wanted to be a full-time influencer for years now, but never made any real progress. He would wake up, go to his job at the local store, come home and make videos, but he just couldn't do it anymore. For roughly 2 weeks, he started planning a short script to read out to his fans, to let them know that it was officially the end of his content creation journey, but clearly someone or something wanted him to stay.
So, I am a little exhausted, but I have been doing things back and forth. I have not been having any rest. I've been up and down, up and down. So I've been taking care of things around the house, and yeah, I've been... Guys, this is not something that I'm fucking making up. You fucking see this shit? There's literally nobody in here, guys. Literally nobody. You gotta be fucking with me, huh? This is fucking ridiculous. This is fucking insane.
Somehow, items in the kitchen started moving by themselves, and Jorge was taken very aback by this. He quickly walked out of the room and sat in the living room, contemplating what happened, until eventually he concluded his thoughts. It was a sign for him to continue pursuing content creation. Ever since Jorge convinced himself that this is what that was, he hasn't missed an upload since. In a previous video on the channel, we've looked at footage captured by Roland With Me, a YouTuber known for going out of his way to catch spirits in their acts. In this 2-hour-long video, he and his friend Omar decided it would be fun to visit some of the scariest places in America, and every single one of them was haunted. During their journey, they caught several crazy pieces of content and compiled all of the clips into a montage. We're going to take a look at 3 of the most prominent. This first one took place in the living room of the haunted house at around 11 p.m. It's important to note that the clock had been there for over 10 years and was broken, which is the reason for the time being incorrect.
If there is a spirit here that is shaking this clock, let me know. And why are you messing with my clock? Let me know that you are here. Show me some kind of sign. Do something. Did you just make the clock move? Alright, what was that? Alright, that clock just literally moved. Did you just make the clock move? Show me a sign. Do something. Holy Alright, that time, holy
Not only did the clock vibrate while suspended on the wall, its hands also spun around very quickly, which made no sense considering the batteries were out. This was nothing compared to some of the other phenomena Roland was going to experience though, and it only got worse from there. After exploring the living room, Roland decided to go to the entrance of the building and investigate if that area of the house was at all active. His friend Omar claimed that it was the easiest part of the building to walk through, and that they wouldn't find anything there. However, this statement was proven wrong very fast.
What in the hell? I know that was not just open. That was shut.
Strangely, Roland started to hear several noises coming from the kitchen, despite his friend being the only person on this mission with him being right by his side. With such a high rate of activity in that house, the duo left it very quickly because they managed to obtain enough content for their video at a rapid rate. The next place they visited is the last that anyone would have expected though, Roland's house. If you've watched some other videos of mine in the past, you'd know that Roland's house is extremely haunted, and it does make sense. From the sheer amount of haunted locations he has visited, it's bound for a few of the spirits he encountered to follow him home. The specific clip you're about to see was caught on a camera and took place 4 minutes after Roland and Omar arrived. Spirit must have loved the lavish lifestyle because it was turning the sports car on and off fast. Due to the horror movie scene, grandfather-style clocks are often connected with ghosts and evil, no matter the size. The clock in the clip you're about to see was in this style, and although it may have looked tiny, the fear it could instill into someone was massive. This is about to be proved. The video was recorded in Germany by Jürgen. He had a regular life, working a 9 to 5 and enjoying his evenings with his mates. However, what was about to happen in front of his very own eyes took the regular out of that sentence.
Leute, ich schwöre euch bei Gott, diese Tür von dieser Uhr, ne? Die ist eben einfach aufgegangen. Ich wollte mich gerade schlafen legen, auf einmal ist sie aufgegangen. Die ganzen Tage ist die nicht aufgegangen und jetzt gerade hat die sich einfach geöffnet, Digga. Bro, ich kack mir in die Hose fast. Wenn hier irgendwas in diesem Raum ist, dann macht diese Tür auf. Wenn hier irgendein Geist oder so drin ist und du mich hören kannst, dann mach diese Tür auf.
Now, it doesn't take a German speaker to understand what was going on in this video. Despite being sealed, the clock door opened on its own accord, and Jürgen was very fortunate to have filmed the event take place. If he hadn't, then no one would have believed his story, and the clock would still be on the wall to this day. In reality, his girlfriend allowed him to trash it. You may be wondering why this fully grown woman is lying on her bed looking terrified whilst recording her verdict. Don't worry, you'll get your answer. She is called Celeste and recently moved out from her parents into her own rented home. It was a small place, perfect for Celeste, especially since it was local and in case of an emergency, her father or mother could come and help out. When they offered this help, they assumed nothing would happen and they just said it to be nice. Little did they know that just 2 weeks after Celeste moved into the house, an emergency would come, especially one that they couldn't handle. The house had no paranormal background and had great reviews from everyone who called it home. The landlord was extremely proud of it and kept it well. He wasn't a priest though. Of course, a spirit sneaked its way in.
Plebes, no me lo van a creer, pero otra vez son... Ahorita me estoy muriendo de miedo. Sí, me ven la cara así, pero neta me estoy muriendo de miedo. Es la 1:33, otra vez, de la madrugada. Y se escuchan otra vez cosas, pero no lo grabé, pues no, o sea, tampoco voy a estar grabando de que no mames, pero no lo grabé. Pero otra vez se escuchan cosas. Pero la neta no mames, no sé qué voy a hacer. Ahorita. No. No mames, no sé qué hacer ya, no sé qué hacer. O sea, literal se escuchó donde abrieron una puerta. Le tengo que poner seguro a la puerta de esto. Se lo juro que estoy temblando. No me lo van a creer, estoy temblando. En las piernas estoy... No, mira. ¿Qué pedo? yo creo que... Ay, no. Pero ya me da miedo ir a grabar, la verdad. Pero estoy acostada aquí, literal no hay nadie. No sé qué voy a hacer, me da miedo ir a ver.
For some peculiar reason, Celeste could hear a series of sounds coming from inside, and this obviously freaked her out. She immediately assumed that a burglar had found their way inside the four walls, but fortunately, this wasn't the case. The real scenario was arguably on the same level of severity, though. How did she find out what the real scenario was, you may be wondering? Well, she decided that the best option from here was to search the house with no weapon.
Me da miedo. Puta madre. Ni modo. No mames. Eso no estaba tirado ahorita. El cereal se supone que estaba ahí arriba. No mames, la neta, no mames. Vete a la verga. En serio.
Despite the box of food being placed on the fridge once she arrived home, Celeste walked into the room to find it on the floor. This wasn't the bad thing, though. There was absolutely no trace of a break-in, meaning that whatever did this was still there. Definitely a ghost. Instantly after finding out that her first house was haunted, Celeste called her parents to pick her up and sent a letter to the landlord explaining she was leaving. She had to pay a decent fee for exiting the house with such a short notice, but in her eyes, it was more than worth the cost. On July 21st of 2024 in Spain, Juan was chilling out in his bedroom when he was taken by surprise by a series of events he would never forget. He explained after this incident that he would never go to sleep without a nightlight ever again, and the darkness now scares him. He gets called childish.
Miren, me encuentro en mi casa. Miren que no es de nada. Y me encuentro como medio raro. No sé qué es lo que está pasando. Pero en verdad, no sé qué es lo que está pasando, mi gente, en mi casa hoy. Miren, señores, me siento como que no sé, como que hay algo raro en mi habitación hoy. Por favor, necesito que me ayuden. Hoy siento esto. Miren, estoy solo en mi casa. Papá Dios. Y siento como que se mueven todas las cosas. Oh, Dios mío, se apagó la luz. Necesito a alguien que me ayude. Oh, Dios mío. Señores, ¿quién está viendo esto? Por favor, compártanlo. Miren, estoy solo en mi habitación, pero siento como no sé, como que se caen las cosas. Oh, papá Dios. Señores, miren. La sangre de Cristo tiene poder. La sangre de Cristo tiene poder, señores. Recuerden que me encuentro aquí en mi casa, mi gente, en el cementerio Cristo Redentor.
In fairness, I don't know anybody who wouldn't be in fear of the dark after experiencing such a horrible 5 minutes. Once the saga was over, Juan made sure to pick up every single item that moved and load them into a skip that he hired for a week. He then paid some people to take the skip to the local tip and have every last piece of it burned. In total, there was around 900's worth of clothes put into the skip, but Juan didn't care. That type of money was more than enough to get a ghost out of his life. Setting up cameras in the room of your child is a very popular thing to do nationwide, as parents are in the constant struggle to make sure their children are safe. Most of the time, the craziest thing they catch on these cameras is a baby trying to escape their crib. But sometimes things can get much worse. Meet the Hursts, a young family with one child to their name called Layla. The two parents cared for Layla extremely well and wouldn't wish anything negative to come her way. But clearly, a certain spirit disagreed.
What's the matter?
I just want to sleep with you now.
What?
Now at first, it was very difficult to see what the problem was here, and it was presumably just a nightmare. However, once the father of the family decided to spend hours scanning the footage to try and find out what upset his little girl, he found the face of a woman right next to the wardrobe. Extremely spooky. This figure could have very easily been crafted by shadows, though as we all know that when people are paranoid, their imagination can run wild. This time that wasn't the case though. For those of you with no idea what orbs are, they are small particles similar to dust that orbit a ghost. In short, if orbs are seen somewhere, then a spirit was in that room. From that night forward, Layla only slept with her parents, and this still stands to date. On December 30th of 2023, a terrifying night happened for a newfound couple. This couple had been dating for just 6 months when they decided they wanted a baby, and 9 months later led to the upcoming recording. One night they heard their baby making noises, as if it was uncomfortable, and the wife prompted the husband to check their baby cam. They were very fortunate to have done so, because if they didn't come to check up on the baby soon enough, things could have gotten much worse. Take a look. That is one of the most disturbing videos on this channel due to how young the victim actually was. The spirit didn't even have the decency to be gentle. It completely tugged the poor boy. Now it's unusual that we tell a story in unchronological order on this channel, but in order to get true context for the baby video, we'd need to review a clip uploaded by the same family 8 days prior. Have a watch. Unsettling noises could be heard in the baby's room, and the parents just nudged it off as the construction workers next door caused a commotion. If only they acted sooner, maybe the first clip would never have happened. On January the 17th of 2008, Kaiden, a young adult at the time, had recently started renting a new house for him, his girlfriend, and their 3 pets. The house had no unusual backstory or anything that would really deter a family from moving in. However, reputations can easily come to an end. It was night 4 in the house at around 6 p.m. when the most peculiar evening of Kaiden's life would occur, and things got terrifying, very terrifying. Baby. Hey, what's the matter, girl? Come here. What's the matter? Are you okay? Come here. Come on. Baby, come on. Hey. What's the matter? Hey, come here. Come on. Okay. What's the matter, girl? Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on out. Want a treat? Come on. Come here, please. Want a treat? What's the matter, girl? What's the matter? You okay? What do you hear? What is it? What is it, girl? Come here. Phoebe, come here. You okay, girl? What's the matter? What's the matter, honey? Do you hear something? Phoebe? Honey? Are you okay? What the hell was that? What is that? After hearing banging noises from up in the attic, Kaiden decided that he had to go and check what was up there in case of an intrusion. Since the pets were acting strange, it was likely that they could smell or hear someone that he couldn't, and so Kaiden wisely took the signs.
What the hell? There's definitely something up here. What?
Strangely, once Kaiden entered the attic, it was completely trashed, and he was devastated as a mess that big would not be easy to clean up. However, at the time, he was pleased that he found nothing up there, but still suspicious. It was when items started moving in front of his very own eyes that things started to become extraordinarily freaky. It's important to note that the light switch for the attic is inside it, so when they turned off, it was impossible for Kaiden to have done so. Something was up there, but he'll never know what. In the following video, a single man called Toby was getting ready to go to sleep when he supposedly noticed something looking at him through the window. Accompanying this sighting was the sound of a lady crying, which disturbed Toby for obvious reasons, and it definitely showed with his reaction.
Okay, look, I'm really tripping out now. Something was looking at me through the window, and I heard that lady crying against coming out of the kitchen. I'm freaking the fuck out. I am fucking tripping. Really creeping me out. I ain't going by the basement door, fuck that. Fuck that. There's something in this house with me. There's something in here. I'm telling you. Fuck no, fuck no, fuck no, fuck no.
Now, in usual paranormal situations, the ghost would do something harmless but spooky, like move a chair to the side. However, in this crazy scenario, a knife was thrown at Toby, which could have caused some serious damage had it connected. Ghost experts theorized that the spirit wasn't trying to harm Toby, but just scare him. This explains why it delayed until he stepped back from the kitchen to launch such a dangerous item. Regardless, this is one of the most dangerous ghost sightings witnessed, and I doubt anyone would want to switch situations with this man, especially considering that this was only the beginning. After a long night struggling to sleep after the knife situation, Toby considered attempting communication with the ghost and eventually came to the conclusion that he would. He took out his TikTok camera and went downstairs to the living room, and then the moment of truth happened.
Monday, I think it's like the 5th or something. And about 6:30 in the morning. A little handle over there off my grinder come across the floor. And it's my little pipe, my little billy club I keep around, and come rolling across the floor this morning. Been pretty quiet lately. I thought I heard voices earlier, but I wasn't sure. I've been pretty quiet for real till now, until a few minutes ago. And we'll see, I guess.
here this morning? What do you want? Can you talk to me? Let me know you're here. Okay, so you are here. What do you want? I'm not scared of you. Show yourself. Show yourself to me. I want to see who you are. No, I want to see who you are. Leave me alone. If you can't show me who you are, I want you to leave my house. Show me your face. Show me your face or leave my house. I demand it. No, go. Show me who you are or leave my house. I'm not afraid of you. What do you need? What do you want? Why do you keep bothering me? Are you still here? Hello? I'm not here to harm you, and I do not want you to harm me. Just tell me what you want. Who are you? Do you want me to leave this house? Is this your house? Do you want me to leave? Do you want me out of your house? No, because this is my house. I want you out of my house. If you can't show yourself, I want you to leave.
At first, the ghost cooperated with Toby and continuously moved a metal pole across the room to let him know it was listening. However, after some time, it clearly got bored and stopped entertaining his curiosity. The only sign of the spirit still being present in the later section of the video was when a small shadow appeared in the corner of the room. It's highly possible that something else cast this, but in the event that it was the ghost showing itself, Toby was in for a long day. Towards the end of the video, he claimed that he would upload more content of the sort and try to keep his followers updated on the experience. To our dismay though, he never updated anyone again, and no one knows why. Now, the next paranormal occurrence showcased on this video is actually the follow-up to a video that we've already covered on the channel. In that video, I explained how he searched 20 minutes for the cause of the knocking at his door, and this is the footage of him doing so. found nothing lying around in the forest, despite the knocking being really loud and in a linear pattern. No animal is capable of doing this, so it's very odd that no person was discovered. As well as this, once the man arrived back at the house, his bedroom light was on all of a sudden, and a shadowed figure was standing behind the blinds. Quickly, he ran inside to confirm that there was an intruder, but to his dismay, nothing. This is when Sam really started to become convinced that a ghost was on his property. However, he was an evidence kind of guy, and without any, he couldn't be too sure. With time came his wish, though. A few days after the prior incident, Sam was watching television with his cat when the power completely cut out. He lived in a relatively rural area, and this kind of stuff was normal, so nothing was out of the ordinary though, until he realized the rest of his area still had their lights on. With this knowledge, he needed to investigate the power box, and things got creepy fast.
I just lost power in my house. I looked down the road and I saw lights on, so I think it's just me. I'm gonna go down to the breaker box and see what's up. Hey, you stay here, I'm gonna go get the power back on, okay? Everything looks okay. I guess I'm gonna have to call the power company. These were closed. These were 100% closed. They never leave these open. If there's someone or something here, I want you to prove it to me. I want you to close one of these doors. Come on! Oh, if I'm being honest, I'm glad nothing happened. Holy shit!
Once Sam decided to go upstairs and phone up the power company, loud banging noises started happening downstairs, and he assumed it was the cat. He quickly ran down the stairs to the source of the noises to find both the washing machine and the dishwasher flung open. This had no explanation. It was a ghost, and he knew it. Immediately, he beckoned the spirit to do it again and got excited too soon when it didn't at first. However, milliseconds after his victory call, the machine's door closed on its own accord. The following family had only been living in their house for 8 months and had never experienced anything supernatural in their life. They were all religious and had God on their side, which left them strong in the sense of not getting haunted. Despite this power, though, on a random Tuesday, things got quite weird.
Dude, you hear that, right?
Yeah.
Alright guys, I have to start recording. We just moved in here last summer, and we keep hearing these things. Dude, you hear that, right?
Yeah.
Don't tell me it's just me. That's ridiculous, man. I don't know.
During a match of Street Fighter against his girlfriend Kayla, he started to hear aggressive banging noises coming from the kitchen and got fed up, so went to check. Once he arrived into the kitchen, he scanned the room and found nothing before checking the garden, but this is when the paranormal activity was confirmed. Suddenly, another bang rang around the house, and with a fast reaction, the cameraman turned back into the kitchen to find 2 cabinets open. It's clearly caught on camera as he walks towards the garden that the cabinets were closed beforehand, which leaves little explanation as to why this happened. Feel free to try and solve it in the comments. Unless you put a ghost though, you're incorrect, because this wasn't the only clip that the man captured in the house. Just a few hours after halting the previous recording, the strange noises returned, and after some investigating, an apparition was caught.
Alright, I have to start recording again. I know I just heard something. You guys are seeing this, right? You gotta be joking me.
Living in the house with the cameraman were 4 other people, so it was possible that the person behind the door was one of the children. However, it's extremely unlikely that the kid was fast enough to get away from the door as quickly as the apparition did, leaving no other explanations barring the supernatural. On October 16th of 2023, a father of 1 daughter heard crying from her room, so he decided to go and check on her. After searching the room, he found that there was nothing to be scared of and told his daughter it was probably a fly before going to bed. When he woke up the next morning, though, he decided to check the cameras just to be safe in case something truly did happen. And beyond his craziest beliefs, something did. The lights in the girl's closet started flashing rapidly to the point that they managed to wake her up. We can see her climb from the bed to gate the room, but the footage cuts before anything happens. The father claims that nothing happened from that point onwards, at least during that specific night. Over the next few weeks, he would closely monitor the cameras of the girls' rooms and relocate them every time something suspicious was caught. The following clip shows one of those instances. If listened to closely, a small knock could be heard, and after contacting experts, the family discovered that it came from underneath the girl's bed. It was at this moment that the family considered this spirit a threat, and eventually they would leave for good. It's unknown whether or not this move was successful. In the following video, a young woman called Leona was cleaning her daughter's bedroom when something unexplainable happened out of nowhere. She was really angry at her daughter for not cleaning the room, but decided to give some leniency and do it for her. I bet she was very happy that she chose this decision because she had one of the most positive ghost experiences documented on this channel. Take a look.
Got you all in a tizzy? And sir? Can you do it again? Oh, okay. Wow. Oh, we're reversing too. Wow. You made sure to go past the cat in reverse. Dang. Hey. Oh, we're still going? I put it there. push it out of the way? Go ahead. Go ahead, push it. You push it out of the way? Oh my God! You freaking did that shit! Oh my God! That was crazy, bro! Oh my God! Again? You gonna push the kitty cat out of the way? You're gonna push it out of the way again? Oh, you're moving the cat out of the way by moving the cat? Oh my God, you're so smart. Which one are you gonna move? You gonna push it out of the way again with the car? Or are you gonna move the cat? Oh my God, look at you. You moved it back. Oh my God. You're so smart. Are you gonna move it? Are you gonna push it out of the way? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna move the cat out of the way by moving the whole cat? Or are you gonna push it out of the way? You might have to... Oh my God, you smart person, you.
Strangely, both of the objects started moving by themselves, and none of them are battery-powered in any way. The sole purpose of the Hello Kitty object was to decorate, and the skateboard one was to play, so it made no sense as to why they had a life of their own. Regardless, Leona rather enjoyed the experience, and wasn't fazed in the slightest. A middle-aged man was getting creeped out from the room he was in when moments later something terrifying happened as a climax to this fear. It was 4 a.m. on a Tuesday night in Minneapolis, and the room he was staying in was the last place you'd expect something paranormal to occur in. Despite having the structure of the back rooms, nothing ever been reported there, and Josiah was hoping that the same would be reality for him. He was wrong.
I'm about to go lay back down, and I'm gonna hope to God that nothing fucking does any weird shit, because I feel like there's weird shit right there. But at the same time, it could be friendly. Oh God, now look at me, I'm starting to sound like a fucking weirdo. Okay. Do you see that? What?
A weird object flew off the door, and Josiah was left startled by this unexpected event. It flew so quickly out of nowhere and acted as a climax to the night of spine-tingling he had already been feeling. He always knew there was something wrong with the place, and now he had enough evidence